Hey Virgo, we're here for your weekly tarot love reading November 24th through to November 30th. This is for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and of course for any of you lovely cross watchers dealing with a Virgo romantically. Now I do always like to remind you, Virgo, that these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. That's totally okay. You are very welcome here to take what works and leave the rest. So we're jumping right into it today, my lovely Virgo. We're going to see what could be coming towards you this last week of November. First message coming out today for Virgo says paradise, happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, and the honeymoon phase. Well, that's actually a really positive energy to start the reading. It definitely tells me that there could be some really fun, amazing vibes surrounding your love life this week, whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship. So let's kind of see where it goes, because the message says like enjoying each other, honeymoon phase. So it definitely feels like there is somebody here where you're either in love with this person or maybe starting to fall in love with them. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Virgo, please. Passion, insane chemistry, sparks and having fun, equal interest and burning desire. Okay. Another really positive card, and I love that. So it feels like your love life is paradise this week, and it also feels like there is this insane chemistry, insane passion, very strong attraction between you and whoever this person is. So if you're single, it definitely feels like there could be an amazing opportunity this week, Virgo, for you to be attracting in someone who's like insanely attracted to you. And if you're already with somebody, I mean, it kind of looks like you guys are totally obsessed with each other, Virgo. All right, let's see what else could be coming toward Virgo this week. And then love call, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you and informing you. This is amazing, you guys, because let me tell you, this deck that I'm using actually has a lot of really, really heavy messages. You know, if you've watched my channel before, I do use this deck fairly regularly, and there are some pretty heavy cards within it. So it always feels like particularly special when all three of the cards that come out are really good, because there are some heavy messages in that deck, but they did not want to come out for you today, Virgo. So let's talk about the love call message. This to me says that somebody is going to be telling you how they feel this week, Virgo. Somebody's expressing their love. They're sending you a message of love. You are constantly on somebody's mind. They are constantly thinking about you. And it kind of feels like the two of you just can't get enough of each other. And I don't know, it just feels lovely. It feels happy. It feels magical. It feels like this is how it should be, right? When it comes to love. I do a lot of readings on my channel. You know, many of them have a bit more of a challenging energy because that is the nature of life. We have ups and downs, but it's really refreshing when we get something like this, where it's like there's this beautiful connection between you and this person. And it definitely looks like the energy this week is very supportive of the two of you continuing to fall even more in love, become even more obsessed with each other, and just move forward within your connection. So that's amazing energy for you today, Virgo. So what we're going to do for the rest of the reading is we're going to look at this person and we're going to look at you. So the reason I do this is let's just find out a little bit about what they're going through this week, what they're up to. We're going to look at the same thing for you, Virgo, and then we'll look at the potential outcome. So let's just kind of see how this shakes out. Okay, so tell me about this person who is here for Virgo this week, please. First card coming out is the Hanged Man. That's interesting. This is definitely like a slower energy. It's a paused energy. It tells me that your person's been doing some thinking, right? The Hanged Man is about seeing a situation from a different perspective. I'm going to tell you what I'm intuitively feeling. Feel free to let me know if it connects. I feel like somebody's feelings for you are changing. That's what it feels like to me. What it feels like, Virgo, is that somebody is falling hard for you. Like, let's say you're single. This could be someone who maybe you guys have been friends or you know each other through friends of friends. And all of a sudden this week, it's like they're wisening up to the fact that they have these feelings for you, right? Like what I'm getting with the Hanged Man energy is somebody shifting their feelings and being like, I actually really, really like Virgo. And if you're currently involved with this person, I do think you're going to see an escalation in commitment, because it almost feels like they realize they're falling in love with you. That's the message I'm getting. So there is a little bit of that vibe of somebody falling hard for you, or somebody seeing you in a different light, where it could maybe even be a friendship turning more romantic potentially. Tell me more about this person's energy, please. Yeah. So after shifting their perspective, they're definitely coming towards you with the Page of Cups energy, which is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is the messenger of love. This is somebody who is confessing their love, telling you how they feel. We already saw that in the oracle, but this is just confirming that this week, Virgo, there is a very strong possibility they could be reaching out to really tell you about the feelings that they have for you. Tell me more about this person's energy. The Sun. We will 100% take that, Virgo. The Sun is Leo energy. Maybe you're dealing with a Leo. Whoever you're dealing with, though, in my opinion, the Sun card is the happiest card within the tarot. That's my thoughts on the Sun energy, okay? It tells me that when this person thinks of you, Virgo, they are so happy. They are filled with joy. They feel like your connection is a blessing. They feel like the two of you are meant to be together. So it's like they are really falling hard for you, I think, with this Page of Cups and with this Sun energy, which is lovely. So let's see what they could be feeling this week, okay? Wow. Another card, another beautiful energy, King of Pentacles. This is Earth energy. So maybe some of you are dealing with a fellow Earth sign, another Virgo, maybe a Taurus, maybe a Capricorn. Whoever it is, though, they are very steady and stable. This is a very mature energy. Don't worry about the gender. This is just the energy of a person who is stable, reliable, consistent, showing up for you. And guess what? This is in their feelings, Virgo. So it shows me they are certain about how they feel. They're not going back and forth wondering like, do I love Virgo? Do I not love Virgo? Do I want to be with Virgo? Do I not want to be with Virgo? That's not what is happening here. They are very confident in how they feel. And I think they're going to be showing you that this week. Tell me what else they could be feeling. Okay. Love it. Ace of Cups. A great indicator of new love. Like I feel there's some very special energy supporting your love life this week, Virgo, especially if you're single. Here's your new love. Somebody falling for you, somebody wanting to open up, be vulnerable, connecting with you on that deeper emotional level. And for those of you already with this person, I think there's going to be an opportunity this week for your person to kind of just pour their heart out to you and tell you all of the amazing things that they've been feeling about you. Tell me more about what they could be feeling, please. Guess. Sometimes I make you guys guess. I'm really into this reading today. Take a moment, tap into your intuition, think about what card I just pulled, okay? My reaction has probably given it away a little bit, but what is your intuition telling you? What is the third card for how your person is feeling this week, Virgo? Are you ready for the big reveal? The freaking Lovers, okay? So we've got this beautiful Gemini energy. This is the Lovers in their feelings, Virgo. Like it does not get more straightforward than this. They love you and they want to be with you. I'm just going to hold this up because what is showing up in their feelings for you this week is quite honestly this beautiful trifecta of them being head over heels in love with you, okay? It's like they love you, they want to be with you, they want to connect with you. But the most amazing thing here, Virgo, is that King of Pentacles, it's very stable. So it's saying like they love you and the love is going nowhere, right? Like nowhere, like going away, you know what I mean? Not going nowhere, but like, you know, like it's not going anywhere is maybe the better way to say it. This is not someone who's telling you they love you this week and then like they fuck off the next week and they're like, I don't know, I don't care. That's not what this is, Virgo. Like it's not just that there's love, it's that the love is not going to go away. It's going to stay there. It's going to be with you because your person has this stable energy of the King of Pentacles where they're like, I know how I feel. I'm confident in how I feel. And I am just very excited about these amazing feelings that I have for Virgo. It's really, really beautiful to get these cards within your person's feelings, okay? So let's see what actions they could be taking this week. Let's take a look at that. Five of Cups. Oh, interesting. Okay. Five of Cups is definitely a different card than what we've seen so far. Tends to show up when somebody's gone through some sort of disappointment. So I don't know, maybe they're navigating some sort of personal disappointment this week. Maybe you're supporting them. Maybe they've been let down in love before and now they're starting to shift their perspective because the Five of Cups, I always say to you, it's like this person has been let down. You can see the cups that are spilled, but they could also turn around and see the cups that are upright. So there's almost a little bit of an energy where it's like this person could have been disappointed in love before, but that's all shifting and changing now that they've met you. Tell me what other actions they could be taking. Four of Cups, yeah. There's something here that they're disconnecting from, and it feels like they're connecting from past disappointment in love, Virgo, okay? Like I'm getting an energy almost of like an awakening where now that the two of you are connecting or going to be connecting soon, they're going to be able to finally release all of those old stories, those old narratives about things that didn't work out for them in love, past relationships, bad experiences, all that kind of stuff that most of us have had in our past, you know, at one point or another. And I feel like it's them with that Four of Cups, like emotionally pulling back and being like, that's not my story anymore. My story maybe used to be that I get let down and disappointed in love, but I'm not choosing to engage with that anymore because I've got this amazing connection with Virgo. And then final card towards what actions they're taking. Oh, we got Fiona, and she's here for a very special card. So the final card, hi baby cakes, for what actions they're taking this week is the Queen of Cups, which is amazing, okay? I've said this to you before, Virgo. I love the Queen of Cups in a love reading. It's water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but this is someone who's head over heels in love with you, right? Or falling in love with you, which I'm sounding a bit like a broken record, but that's really the repeating message of this reading. So it's like this week they're taking action to detach from past disappointments in love. They're like, that's not my story anymore. I'm not telling that story because guess what? My new story is that I'm head over heels in love with Virgo and I'm falling in love and it feels amazing. And the fact that we have the Queen of Cups in their actions, again, it just makes me feel like they're going to be taking some sort of action this week, Virgo, that is really going to make it clear to you how they feel about you. Okay, so that's amazing. Let's look at you. Tell me about Virgo's energy for this week, please. Okay, interesting. First card coming out is the Ten of Swords, which fits kind of with what I was just saying for your person. Ten of Swords shows me that you've also been hurt before, right? Ten of Swords is like somebody probably betrayed you, hurt you, broke your trust in the past. And so maybe there is a little bit of that for both you and this person. It's like both of you have been hurt before in love, but maybe it's time to, write a different story, a new story together where it doesn't end that way. Tell me more. Good. Knight of Swords following the Ten of Swords. Basically saying, I'm not going to let that past heartbreak define me. I'm going to charge forward and I'm going to pursue this amazing connection with this amazing person who's here for me. Tell me more, please, about Virgo's energy this week. Okay, guess again. Let's just make today the guessing game. What card do you think I just pulled? Take a guess, put it in the comments, okay? What's your Virgo intuition telling you? You ready? You ready? Two of Cups, you guys. This is flippin' amazing. Look at that. This is a soulmate card. It's basically saying like you and this person are soulmates. Again, the messages are kind of simple sometimes where it's like, I don't need to like dress this up and make it all fancy. This is just an energy of like two people who really love each other and are building a beautiful relationship. Let's see what you could be feeling. Page of Pentacles, beautiful. Reaching out to them. It's like, obviously this is a mutual connection. Both of you are into this. So Page of Pentacles tends to indicate we want to reach out. This is showing up in your feelings. So I spent a lot of time talking about how your person is probably telling you how they feel this week. I think the Page of Pentacles indicates that you're reciprocating it, Virgo. What else could Virgo be feeling this week? Six of Swords, yeah. It's almost like for both you and your person, there is something about this connection that's going to allow both of you to like completely release any sort of bullshit from past relationships and heartbreak and all that kind of stuff and free your hearts and heal your hearts so that you can be together. I keep getting the message writing a new story, writing the next chapter. That's what this energy feels like. Tell me more, please. And then the Seven of Cups. Yeah. So the Seven of Cups is a card of being confused, having options. I feel like this is probably how you have felt before when it comes to love, and you're gonna have to, with that Six of Swords, detach from that narrative, right? I think there's a little bit of like mental talk, like self-talk you need to do this week, Virgo, where, because we're seeing this energy of like you and your person maybe having some, pain from the past breakups, and because I keep getting the message, writing the next chapter, writing, the story, developing a new story, that's the kind of stuff that's coming to mind. It's like there is an energy this week as well where it's like you have to detach from things you've told yourself before. So maybe with the Seven of Cups, it's like love is always going to be confusing. I'm always going to attract people who don't know what they want. I'm always going to attract people who don't choose me. I just feel for some of you, there's a narrative here that you need to rewrite. And I feel like this person is going to help you do that because this person is showing up fully in love with you. Remember those amazing feelings they have for you this week, Virgo, right? So it's like they're kind of proving to you this week, like you don't have to be attached to this old story if people don't know what they want and people don't choose me, and start rewriting the next chapter, which is like, my person does choose me and they love me more than anything. Okay? So let's see what actions you could be taking this week, please. Ace of Swords, beautiful. This is about a brand new beginning, an epiphany, a breakthrough. I think you're realizing there's something really beautiful and amazing happening between you and this person. Tell me more about what actions you're taking. Knight of Cups, I love that because this is such a romantic energy, you guys. I feel like both of you are just trying to make the other person happy. You might totally be doing something romantic for them this week. We already saw them reaching out to you, expressing their feelings, expressing their love. I'm definitely getting the words mutual, reciprocal. Again, I said it before, Virgo, it's like both of you are totally into this, right? Both of you are just falling in love and being in love and all that amazing stuff that goes with it. What other actions could you be taking? Three of Pentacles, yeah. You know what? It feels like you found your lover and your best friend, Virgo. This is someone who's always going to support you. You're always going to support them. You guys work as a team. That's what the Three of Pentacles is, right? It's a teamwork. It's a teamwork. It's an energy of working together as a team. And it's that extremely supportive energy in a relationship where it's like you feel like you're able to relax into the relationship and be at peace because that person's always going to show up for you and that person is always going to have your back. So let's see what the potential outcome is here within this situation. Nine of Wands, okay? Nine of Wands is kind of fitting with what I said before. It's kind of like maybe both of you feel like you've been to battle in love, but you know what? That's the old story, and now you guys are ready to fight for this connection and fight for each other. Oh, OMG, Seven of Swords. What the heck? Let's get one more card. What is the potential outcome here? Five of Pentacles. I gotta say, you guys, this is... sorry, it's not great energy in the outcome, and it's kind of throwing me off a little bit because it is quite different than what we've seen the rest of the reading. The Nine of Wands I can look at in a positive way. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm like, where is this coming from? It's almost giving me the message here, Virgo, that you guys are so in love, everything's going great, but there could be something maybe even near the end of this week that really throws things for a loop. So let's break it down. Seven of Swords and Five of Pentacles. Let's talk about it. Seven of Swords is not a great card to get in a love reading. It's the thief of the tarot. It can indicate trickery, deceit, not feeling like you can trust a situation, and it can sometimes be a person who self-sabotages, right? Now, the Five of Pentacles, as we've talked about before, Virgo, that is a card where it's like fears of abandonment. So I wonder, and this could be true for either you and or your person, take it if and how it might connect, Virgo. I almost feel like things might be going really well with you and this person, but somebody might have a freak out, okay? It feels like a self-sabotaging energy where things are going so well, and then all of a sudden, let's say it's you wake up and you're like, I'm so scared they're gonna abandon me. I'm so scared they're gonna leave me, because maybe that's the old chapter, the old story, right? And you know, it's tough because when we meet someone, I see this happen a lot. It's not unusual, but it's like somebody meets someone really amazing and then they end up sabotaging it because it feels scary to just truly be loved, and it doesn't fit with the narrative that they've told themselves before, which is kind of why I think I was going on for your energy, Virgo, where I'm like, you need to detach from old narratives that you've been telling yourself in love so that they do not mess with your story now, right? Because the outcome is almost serving as a bit of a warning. And the way that you could take this is as what you need to avoid. Like if you want this relationship to be successful, you guys are gonna have to make sure that you fully detach from those old fears of abandonment, the self-sabotaging, pushing somebody away, and truly fight for this relationship with the Nine of Wands. So this is very interesting, and definitely feel free to come back at the end of this week and tell me what's up here, Virgo. But I feel like there was so much love and so much happiness, but we did talk about how both of you were like potentially bringing in some old stories, some old negative stories about love. I think this relationship is teaching you that those stories are no longer valid. But I also feel maybe near the end of this week, there could be something, like I said, it either triggers you and or your person, and there's a risk here of somebody sabotaging the connection if they don't get out of their head, right? So that's my warning for you to kind of watch out. It's a little bit of that thinking sometimes where it's like, this is too good to be true. And then we end up pushing someone away. And like I said, it could be you, it could be them. But here's the thing, you can fix it, right? So if you or this person get into this place where they freak out, my advice for you, because I saw a lot of really good stuff, so my advice is to fight for this. And I feel like the Nine of Wands is saying that. It's like, if they end up kind of pushing you away and it feels weird and unexpected, maybe the way to approach it, even though you might feel hurt by that behavior, is to lead with compassion and be like, that really sucks, that hurt me, but like, why are they doing that? And then you try to understand and you're like, okay, I know they've been disappointed before, I know they've been hurt. it kind of seems like they're freaking out. I'm not excusing their behavior, right? This could be you as well. You could be the one who freaks out. And like, if you do, I hope they lead with compassion, because I feel it's just somebody getting scared. And when we get scared, sometimes our reaction is to push someone away. But I just feel with the rest of the energy, if you go back and look at the reading, there's so much good stuff here and so much potential. So could it get a little messy near the end of the week where someone has a bit of a freak out moment? I think so. But I feel like if you're watching this reading, that's your moment to be like, okay, I know this could happen, right? But what am I going to do? You could get mad and angry and push them away. Or I keep getting the message, Virgo, that there's going to be a situation where you guys are going to need to lead with compassion. There's going to be a self-sabotaging moment, but if you guys can lead with compassion and understanding, the outcome will be that like somebody says to the other person, I just freaked out and pushed you away. I'm so sorry. I'm working on it. I'm not going to do it again. And you guys move forward, right? So just be prepared. There's a lot of love here, but when we have complicated emotional histories, I think we can all kind of empathize. We get triggered sometimes, but if you get triggered, it's not necessarily the fact that you get triggered or that they get triggered. It's how you guys are able to recover in that moment. And I feel like leading with compassion is the big message that I'm getting here for you guys. If that happens, if it happens, right? So that's what Fiona and I see for you guys for this week. If you enjoyed the reading, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, all that stuff if you'd like to. And of course, we're wishing you so much love and so much happiness. And have an amazing week ahead, you guys. And I'll be talking to you very soon. Bye.